So I've been cycling for about 2 months and I really thought I was Lance Armstrong without the doping until I entered a cycling race like the beginner division and thought that I would really crush that division, and I ended up 4th from last. Now mind you, there were like 5 divisions. I was the 5th category 5 division and I ended up 4th from last. So 4 out of hundreds of people that raced that day, there was me, and I thought that I was the fittest one showing up and everything, but it just didn't pan out. But it was great because I learned so much and it was a completely new thing, a completely new territory. We were in some random place in Texas with, at the time, like my 3.5-month-old daughter and my wife and our pups, and it was so cool because I was like, oh, I get to learn, I get to be humbled, I get to figure something out, I get to take confidence into the fact that I tried something new and I failed, but I also didn't fail because I succeeded in trying something new. So if you're scared of doing something new and trying, continue to watch this video. I'm gonna get you past that, but before we do, just subscribe to the channel. Now, why are we gonna try something new? Is because sometimes in life we just have to pivot because what we've been doing hasn't been getting us the results that we think that we want or that we just want. The reason why I got into cycling was because I was struggling with some Achilles tendonitis. I love running. If you guys watch my videos, you guys know I love running all the time, and I just couldn't do it to the volume that I wanted to, so I had to change what I was doing and got into cycling. So I did that heavy for 2 months, and it was such a cool thing because it was a good pivot, and I realized it because I am a better runner now because I started cycling. Sometimes whatever you're pivoting to, it's going to make you better holistically in a genre, in an industry, even in a mindset. So if you pivot with purpose, it's going to help so much. Second thing is, don't be afraid to be a beginner. I think sometimes like we get into our careers and like now I'm 35, I'm very well entrenched in my mid-30s, and it's like we have all of this ego of like we have to know how to do everything, we have to be perfect with everything, and we're scared to be a beginner because it's like a very insecure thing to say, hey, we don't know. But if you are able to be a beginner, then you are able to be an intermediate, you're able to be an advanced person, and so that takes time. And what I've realized from a cycling standpoint is I had to be a beginner so that I could, increase to an intermediate, which I'm hoping that I'm increasing to now. We'll see the next time I do a cycling race, but neither here nor there. But I am so comfortable just being a beginner in this phase of life because I know beginners learn the most. If you are someone who has been in weightlifting, you know what it is with the quote unquote newbie gains. So what that means is like you are just getting into the gym, you're just starting to work out, and you start to get those gains, your muscles start to fill out because it's new. And so when you're a beginner, that's when you get those newbie gains because you are a sponge. We have a 4-month-old daughter now, and it's just crazy to see how fast she's grown and how much she's intaking on a daily basis because she's a blank canvas. She's a beginner at life, so she can learn at such a rapid speed. So if you take that mindset, then doing new things isn't going to scare you as much because you're like, oh, I'm just going to absorb so much stuff. Yeah, I'm going to try. Yeah, I'm going to fail, but I'm going to absorb more than my failures, and I'm just going to be better off in the long run if I stick with it. So don't be afraid to be a beginner. Number 3, try and fail. Field knowledge is the best knowledge. I am all for people having book smarts. I'm all for people having degrees and everything and certifications. I think that's great, but you always have to take it a step further and get that field knowledge and be able to put yourself out there. So I love doing high rocks races. I say I love doing it. I love training for high rocks, but like the race itself, I'm like, that's brutal. But I really, really enjoy doing high rocks races, now doing cycling and everything. But I also understand like I have to try and fail. I can sit and I can read the books, I can watch the podcasts, I can listen to everything. They can tell me all of the training and everything to do. But if I don't put myself out there, if I don't try and fail, then I'm never going to succeed. I'm never going to improve. So being scared to do something that's fine, right? But be scared and just do it anyway. Just try and fail because no amount of information that you get and no amount of, inputs that you receive is going to substitute for actual experience and actual getting out there and actual figuring yourself out and figuring out whatever you're trying to do. Don't be afraid to try and fail. Nobody's looking at you. Nobody cares because they're so focused on themselves. They're so insecure about their output and what they're doing and how they're presenting themselves to the world that you are free to run and do whatever you want, however you want to do it. So just do that. Try and fail and learn, and then eventually at some point in time, you're going to succeed. And number 4, very last thing, if you're scared to do something, just have fun with it. When I'm doing something new, I am figuring out a way to have fun with it. I am now filming this in a different format than I filmed my last one. It's more of a vlog style. I'm holding up the camera. Regardless, I had fun with it sitting down. Now I'm trying something different. I'm having fun with it. Will it work? Who knows? I don't know. But what I know is I'm learning and I'm figuring things out and I'm having fun with the process of how I'm getting my voice across, my thought across as a 35-year-old man who has a family and a child now, right? It's very different than when I was 25 years old, but I know that throughout the entirety of me trying to communicate on camera, I've just had fun with it. I've just been authentically myself. So if you can figure out a way to have fun with it in the midst of trying something new, it takes the scare off of it. It takes the kind of this emotional, I don't even know how to explain it, just like the anxiety of trying something new. If you can just figure out, hey, this is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna have fun with it. Win, lose, or draw, it is what it is. And I'll end on this. Like, we put so much pressure on stuff for whatever reason. And I think I'd say maybe I'm projecting because I am a perfectionist and there's a pressure that I put on myself to be perfect. And so So that kind of, sometimes I walk myself out of doing things because I'm like, I can't be perfect at it. Why even do it? But I've just changed it up. And sometimes I'm like, hey, I'm just doing something to have fun. It's not even like when I do high rocks races, now when I do cycling and when I do, you know, half marathons and stuff like that, like, yes, I want to do well, but my first intent is to go out there, put forth a great effort and have fun. If I put so much on it, then I'm going to perform so much worse. I'm putting too much pressure on. I'm going to go in not feeling myself. And then once I get out of it, I'm going to be like, this wasn't fun. It was so much anxiety that I wouldn't even want to do it again, right? And so when you're starting something new, it's something that you want to consistently do over and over and over. You got to have fun with it. So that's it for the video. We're just going to keep talking about it. I hope you all enjoyed this video and I'll see you on the next one. Peace.